What's up, beautiful people of the internet? No, that's not right. What's up, YouTube? How's it going? I'm back again for another random video. I'm going to be talking to you guys about credit score. Believe it or not, don't care if you do, but I have a credit score of 869 out of 900 here in Canada. It might be different in the States. I think it is. I think it only goes up to 800. And it's going to be different around the world. So I'm going to tell you guys how I got that credit score and what I did. Oh, excuse me. Wow, a lot of factors play into this. So a brief history about myself. Sorry, I'll stop moving the camera here. A brief history about myself. I grew up not well off. I wouldn't say poor. I'm an only child raised by a single woman, my mother. And yeah, so I was always told, save your money, penny pinch, this is all you're getting, all those words, right? Make it stretch. So as I grew up, my taste got more expensive. I wanted more things, PS2 games, Xbox 360 games, the latest basketball, scooter, all that stuff. And, my mom's budget couldn't take me there. She did not work. She was on ODSP. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little tired. Didn't get much sleep. So, being raised by someone that, did it on her own, didn't have much money, I had to learn that $1 was $5, at least in my mind. So one day I came home, grade 10, and I wanted the latest iPod video. And she said, well, Matt, I can't give it to you. You're going to have to go out and work for it. So since 2004, I've been working ever since. 19 years later, here we are today. So I've been, pretty much self-made at this point. Got my own house. Bought a truck brand new at 27. Yeah, wow. Bought my house at 30, all by myself. And such and such. So I have 2 beautiful children I love to death. So what is there after this, right? Now that I have a credit score of a bajillion and the banks are willing to give me tons of money. So that's my little backstory of how I'm a frugal, cheap mother, have I been told. I wouldn't really say I'm that cheap. Cheap is like, I'll shop at Valley Village. I'll drive a car from the 90s. No, I'm wearing Old Navy clothes all the time that are brand new, no stains. I get my haircuts, they're $40 up and up every month. I don't cheap out on things that don't deserve to be cheaped out on. Okay. I have this weird condition. I don't breathe when I talk. I yawn. I've seen that in other videos of mine. But besides all that crap, we're just going to put up with the yawning. If you're yawning with me, give me a like. So, how I think I got that credit score? Well, not to go into too much personal detail, now that you guys know my credit score, and you're not going to destroy it. Being very frugal. Like, what's going on here? I guess we're all born weird, right? Some people snore. I just like to yawn a lot. If I'm gonna buy something, I always pay more than half. I always make sure I pay it off before my credit card date. You guys can believe me or not. I'm not here to lie to you. I've only ever paid for interest once in my life. Besides other shit like line of credit and mortgages, all that shit. Buying a vehicle. Motherfucker. I hope there's a nice comment about my yawning. And yeah, so if I buy something for I try to budget for that month because I basically make the same money every month. So if something's like $700, I'll put like 400 down, 300 down, and then on my next check, I'll pay it off. And what I've always told myself is, you know, because there's always miserable people at work, buy yourself something nice every once in a while, work for it, it's like a goal, and then pay it off. So that way you're not going to work thinking that you're working for free. And what I mean by this is, you want a new barbecue, you know, you want a nice barbecue, you want a nice gazebo, you want a nice tree fort with power. Oh, that's different. You want a nice vehicle. This is ridiculous. Pay off your stuff within that amount of time. What I think the bank does, and a lot of people know this, is they give you lots of money. You know, I have credit cards that are thousands of dollars I never use. But the thing is, what the fuck, man? This is stupid. The thing is, I don't use the credit cards, and every time they up my credit, I accept, because it increases your credit score. What they want you to do is they want you to spend all their money when they know that you hold on to money. You're like Texas Hold'em, right? So there's $100,000 and you have like 20, or you have like 120. They know you can afford it, but you're not taking it. And what the banks keep doing is, oh, he's good at paying back 1,000. Here's 2,000. Oh, he's good at paying back 2,000. Here's 3. So I've already paid off my truck, which is over 50. So then credit companies go, oh, he's really good at paying this back, and they up it, and they up it. So what ends up happening, then you go buy a house. I bought a house all by myself, right? So then the banks go, oh, he's good at buying a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 house. Here's some more. Oh, he's single. Oh, blah, 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 other stuff I don't want to say. But the banks see that and they go, okay, well, if he's doing it all by himself, then he must be good with money. So they keep feeding you more and more money. And anytime you pay your bills, your phone bills, like I've been with my phone company for like 8 years at the time. Sorry, I have a new company now. And they were like, oh, every time I call my bank account, they're all like, or my bank, they're like, oh, thank you for being a customer for this many years. And I've only ever had one bank my whole life. So they see all that stuff. You build a reputation with them. So they want to give you more and more money. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm recording this. I hope this gets the most yawns in any video ever on YouTube. And it goes viral. Jeez, look at this. There's a bee. My dog got stung by a bee. Your Amber Heard out of here. So that's what they do. They keep... I wouldn't say that people that spend or borrow money get more money or get a better credit score. Because my buddy's a freaking millionaire. He's frugal as fuck. And his credit score is a little bit less than mine. So, I mean, I guess that theory's right in a sense, because I use my credit cards as debit cards. So I'm paying them off as I use them, but I get points. But to the bank, it's like, oh, he uses it and pays it off. He uses it and pays it off. Whether it's cheap or not. I just swatted that bee, just went flying. Or my buddy's frugal as hell and super loaded and doesn't use his cards, and he wonders why my credit score is better. Because it's like Dave Ramsey says, it's almost like you go into debt to get the debt, and you go into debt to get the credit. So it's like a risk. You're taking a risk, right? Or people that pay cash, don't use Visa, don't use credit cards, they don't have like a reputation. So when it comes, what's good about a credit score is that when you go and buy a house like I did, or you go buy a vehicle, you're going to get approved, 1. And 2, depending on what the bank offers, you're going to get a better credit score. And I remember like 10 years ago, I went to go buy my Dodge Charger, And I'm looking through Buddy's pamphlet, and I'm like, holy shit, like 30% interest? Does that even exist? He goes, those are for the people that are trying to rebuild their credit. Like, those are for the diehards that, like, if you claim bankruptcy and you can't pay off your bills, which I'm sure most people know that are watching this video, then you totally F yourself. You say, hey, I can't afford my bills no more. I want to start all over again. You can't get a credit card for 7 years. You have to buy everything with cash. They won't give you shit. So you're on your own, Joe. You're on your own, Joe Blow, whoever you are. And you're starting off fresh. So try not to do that. It screws up your life. But a lot of people do that every day. A lot of people don't use credit cards. A lot of people just yawn 10 times in a video. I'm sorry for the yawning. If you're new to my channel, I'm totally sorry. If you made it this far, like I said, I have a condition where if I talk too fast and I don't breathe, that's why I don't sing, because I'll yawn. If I do karaoke, I'm just yawning. No. So, like I said, me personally, how I think I built a credit score, I used it, I paid it off. I used it, I paid it off. Use it like a debit card is my best advice. Even if it's $1 or $2, use it, paid off, use it, paid off. There's like, picture like a needle. So like if you're going to buy something and you're like, oh shit, I bought, like my card's 10 grand. Here's 2,000, here's 4. Oh, we're at 5. Oh, I only paid down a little bit. I only paid the interest. Oh, we're back up again. Oh, I only paid down a little bit. What you want to do is this. Use your Visa card, pay off $20, and pay it off. Pay off the other $20 and pay it off. Because what it's really going to do is going to go like this. Oh, $20, ding, paid it off. $50, ding, paid it off. It swings back. No matter, anytime you use it, I think. But what really dings it, it's like a needle, right? So if you use it for $1,000, it's going to go ping. It's going to hit even harder, and then you paid it off. But if you use it for like $1, ding, bing, paid it off. If you use it for like $2,000, bing, and they didn't make any interest off you, you still won because you got that credit point. And then you lose credit points based on not paying it off in time, and then you paying them interest. So the banks don't give a shit. They're like, oh, like the credit card companies, they're like, oh, wow, you paid us interest. But you get credit points for not paying them interest. It's like a catch-22. It's kind of weird. A lot of guys tell me that, well, no, you did pay the interest and you are paying the payments on top of the interest, and that's why you got a credit score. And because you're more in debt, that's why your credit score is high. I don't really believe in that so much. I think it's more based on a pattern of events. Over the years, the longer you've had credit, the more you pay it off and pay it down. They see that pattern, and that's why they ask you, can we run a credit score on you to see how you pay your bills? It's not so much how you borrow money or how fast or how slow or how much. It's how you pay. So if you're borrowing $2,000-3,000, ping, and you pay it back, that's how it's going to work. I think it's always worked that way. I'm like 21 points away from having a 900 out of 900 credit score. Trust me. Take my advice. I'm not wrong on this. I grew up poor. I make freaking like $65,000 a year. I'm not this millionaire guy. I have a really good credit score because I know how the system works. I wouldn't say, how can I give quick tips and tricks before I end this video? Take out as much credit cards as you can at first. Use them all. And then as they start asking you to increase your limit, increase the limit, use them as debit cards. Do not carry a balance. I'm telling you, do not ever carry a balance, ever. I only ever paid interest once, and that's because on a Monday, it was a holiday. I had to pay the interest because I was late for my payment, and I got screwed over. And the bank was closed. So that was back in I was like a kid. Okay, I was like, just after getting my first Visa card. So use up your cards like debit cards. Treat them as debit cards, but don't spend them as if it's free money. It's not your money, it's the bank's money. Pay it back right away. And if you are going to carry a balance, pay more than the minimum payment, because it'll show them that you're not, it'll show the algorithm. It's an algorithm like YouTube. It'll show them that you're not just paying the minimum balance, you're paying more than minimum balance, but everyone's different. It's so hard for me to sit here and explain all the ways, but this is how it's worked for me. And I'm telling you, I have OCD out the yin yang. You will never see me with a balance, ever. If I can't buy something, I don't buy it. And if you pay for cash, you're not ever going to build up interest. Or sorry, you're not, well, that too. You're not ever going to build up credit either. But if a credit score is important to you, you need to do what I'm telling you to do. Pay it off, don't carry a balance. I have 2 cards and that's good enough for me. One's for gas and the other one's for getting food. So I pay them off, you get points, whatever. But yeah, don't do the Costco visas, don't do the Best Buy visas, don't do places where you think you're not going to go to all the time. Only use it on things you're going to use all the time, like, you know, like gas and stuff. So don't just get $5,000 and then, oh, it's going to grow. Like, you got to use it like a debit card and pay it off. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to drag this video on anymore. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. I'm not fibbing. I almost have a perfect credit score, and those are my tips and tricks on how to do it. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Please like and subscribe for more random videos as I try to upload not so often, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.